Hello and welcome to another Tri-tutors video. Today we are going to have a 5-minute poetry lesson where we're just going to revise funeral blues. We're not going into all of the different details. The intention of this video is just to share with you some of the main things that you need to know about this poem. So please use this as a revision tool. Funeral Blues by W.H. Auden. Stop all the clocks, cut off the telephone, prevent the dog from barking with a juicy bone. Silence the pianos and with muffled drum, bring out the coffin, let the mourners come. So this first stanza is extremely demanding. I've highlighted all of the verbs that you can see are being used in the imperative form. He is commanding people to completely stop all of their joy. He wants to stop the clocks, he wants to stop time, he wants to cut off the telephone. He wants to stop all communication. He wants even dogs not to feel any happiness. He wants to silence music, and he calls let the mourners come. So this idea that the public, every single person is a mourner. So the way that he shows his grief is by demanding that the public recognizes his trauma, the loss of this loved one. Going back to the title, Funeral Blues, can have two possible meanings. Blues can refer to the Monday blues when you're feeling sad, but it can also refer to a genre of music, which links up really nicely with the rhyme scheme here of telephone, bone, drum, come, so A-A-B-B, that continues throughout the poem. Let aeroplanes circle moaning overhead, scribbling on the sky the message he is dead. So he wants aeroplanes to be moaning once again, showing this sadness. He wants the public to know this message, he is dead. This is capitalized to show the significance of this death to the speaker's life. Remember, in poetry we talk about the speaker, not about the poet and not about the writer, but rather the speaker. Put great bows round the white necks of the public doves. Let the traffic policemen wear black cotton gloves. So public, once again, indicating that everyone should know about this trauma that he's going through, and the policemen must wear black cotton gloves, black signifying death, signifying darkness, and how this mourner, the speaker, is in this period of darkness due to the loss of his loved one. The third stanza takes a break from this demanding tone or this demanding atmosphere to sort of reminisce and reflect about what this person meant to the speaker in a very melancholic way. He was my north, my south, my east and west. So he gave the speaker direction. So this beloved was extremely important in the speaker's life. My working week and my Sunday rest. My noon, my midnight, my talk, my song. So he literally encompasses everything. Every single aspect of his life is encompassed by this beloved who has now died. And then he has a really interesting line. He says, I thought that love would last forever. I was wrong. And this is such a heartbreaking line, in my opinion, and it really goes against what other poets say about love being sort of everlasting, that it goes on forever, that even love continues beyond the grave. Here he says that he loved this person and he thought their love would last forever, but because this person has now died, their love is gone. And this colon really is used in a dramatic way to indicate with the explanation as to why he's saying I thought my love was wrong, and then the contrast, I was wrong. Sorry, I think I misread that. I thought my love would last forever, and then he contradicts that and he says I was wrong. So such a heartbreaking line. The stars are not wanted now, put out every one. So then the last stanza he goes back to giving orders and telling people how they should be mourning. Pack up the moon and dismantle the sun, pour away the ocean and sweep up the wood, for nothing now can ever come to any good. So the stars, what do stars represent? Stars represent beauty, light, hope, but they're also this natural resource, this natural feature that there's so many of them. We talk about a myriad of stars, a galaxy of stars. It's absolutely impossible to get all the stars together. You can't just go and put out all the stars. Pack up the moon and dismantle the sun. Another irrational thing to claim to do. And these features, the moon and the sun, they show us direction, they give us light. He wants to get rid of them, which is obviously unreasonable and irrational. Pour away the ocean and sweep up the wood. So he's being hyperbolic here. That is absolutely crazy to think to do. For nothing now that can ever come to any good. So in this moment he is feeling so incredibly lost. He's feeling so much grief and so much melancholy that he feels like there's no optimism for the future. He's feeling really pessimistic. Nothing now can ever come to any good because he has lost this special person. So this is a melancholic poem. It is addressed as sort of a eulogy. It's addressed to the beloved. It's sincere. Grief, mourning, and loss are key themes. The beloved gave the speaker direction. The speaker wants public grief for his beloved's death. He makes unreasonable and irrational orders. The structure is 4 stanzas of 4 lines each with a regular rhyme scheme. I hope that video was helpful.